You won't believe what Bitcoin Maxi Michael Saylor had to say about altcoins being added to the crypto reserve. It's shocking. I'll share the clip with you. And the SEC drops more crypto cases, and they will be live streaming their first crypto roundtable. And tomorrow is a big vote in the Senate against the IRS DeFi broker rule. I'll give you the details. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as a thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, big news around Michael Saylor, the Bitcoin Maxi himself. Many of you know Michael Saylor is a big believer in Bitcoin. His company Strategy, which used to be known as MicroStrategy, has bought a significant amount of Bitcoin. They are approaching $500 million in Bitcoin. They're approaching 500 million, and they have used a lot of leverage and much more. Now, Michael Saylor in the past has trashed altcoins. He has come out and said they're all securities. He's gone on podcasts and said this. Last year, he had a whole event where he trashed Ethereum and all the altcoins, saying the regulator will never allow altcoin ETFs. You won't see an Ethereum ETF, an XRP ETF. And of course, he was brutally wrong. But we know this, guys, right? Bitcoin maximalism is a religious movement, and it is one that is very wrong. But this is why you don't come to an asset and treat it as a religion. It's a technology. You have the ability to invest in it and make returns. Now, crypto, as you all know, is still very young, very early. So that's why there's significant upside here. And Bitcoin maxis continue to look like fools because they're treating the asset like a religion. And what we saw today, Saylor went on CNBC. He was asked about Trump adding altcoins like XRP, Solana, Cardano, and more into the crypto reserve. Let me play the clip for you so you can hear what he had to say.
So were you surprised that in the announcement over the weekend, the president mentioned other smaller coins like XRP, Solana, and Cardano, as well as Bitcoin for the Strategic Crypto Fund?
I'm not surprised. I mean, I think there's no way to interpret this other than this is bullish for Bitcoin and is bullish for the entire U.S. crypto industry. You know, there are conservatives that view the right path forward is just a Bitcoin-only policy because Bitcoin is a commodity, an asset without an issuer, a neutral asset, and there's no controversy. But the president's adopted a more liberal economic policy, and that's his right. He's president of the United States.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you would have preferred it, though, if it was a Bitcoin-only fund.
You know, I believe that the best thing for the country is to move forward with an enlightened, progressive policy toward digital assets. I think it's worth $100 trillion to the United States, and ultimately there's 4 different assets that people need to come to grips with. A digital commodity like Bitcoin, an asset without an issuer, backed by digital power. A digital currency like a stable coin backed by a fiat currency equivalent. A digital security, an asset with an issuer backed by a stock or a bond so we can tokenize Wall Street. And then a digital token, which is an asset with an issuer that's backed by digital utility. I think everybody's trying to come to grips with that taxonomy. And as the market gets more educated, we're going to see more progressive, constructive policy engagement.
Wow, folks. A very different Michael Saylor, very different tone, very different talking points. The man used to trash altcoins. Now he's saying, look, this is all part of the crypto asset class, and this is all good for Bitcoin anyway. And the president has decided to go with a more liberal view versus conservative view on these assets. Wow, talk about capitulation. Guys, we were right all along. Maximalism for Bitcoin or any other token is stupid. The future is multi-chain. There's going to be many different blockchains used around the globe, and they're going to be used to power the markets and the economy. And Bitcoin is just one piece of the puzzle. Bitcoin is a great asset, a great store of value, digital gold, and it's here to stay, but it doesn't do all the other things many of these other blockchains do. So Michael was forced to capitulate. Is he going to go against Trump and many of the government administration folks in Congress and much more who are pro-crypto, not just pro-Bitcoin? Of course not. And of course, he has egg on his face because he said a lot of nonsense over the years against altcoins and saying they won't be ETFs and much more. And he's been completely wrong. So, guys, I hope you see what's happening here. This is a big time capitulation. If you hold altcoins, you should be happy to see this because Michael Saylor, while he's buying a lot of Bitcoin, he's also lobbying in DC. He was doing that for years, trying to lobby against altcoins. Of course, because he's talking his book, he's playing up his book because he only holds Bitcoin. But he has lost the battle here. Crypto's here to stay. As mentioned, it will be a multi-chain world. So this is just huge news, guys. Big, big news here. Now, today I tweeted out that a lot of Bitcoin maxis are in shambles because those who held up Saylor as a god, right? They worship this guy, now have to come to grips with what's going on here. And of course, many are still crying about Donald Trump mentioning that altcoins will be in the crypto reserve. So pray for your local Bitcoin maxi. They're probably having mental breakdowns right now. Now, guys, the SEC continues to dismiss lawsuits. Amazing what Hester Peirce, the crypto task force, is doing. So Yuga Labs announced today that after 3+ years, the SEC has officially closed its investigation into Yuga Labs. They are an NFT creator platform, guys. So this is really great for NFTs. And of course, NFTs are not securities. And also, as mentioned in the live stream this morning, the SEC dropped the case against Kraken. This is a significant one because there were many tokens that were listed in the Kraken exchange lawsuit, and Kraken was further along in their lawsuit with the SEC. And this was actually the second time they got sued. They first got sued for staking. They settled, they paid $50 million, and then the SEC, Gary Gensler, still came after them, right? That's why Gary Gensler's a scumbag. I think this case was very significant, right behind Coinbase, and I think the bigger one, of course, is Ripple, which I'm hoping, guys, fingers crossed, we can hear this week. It would be awesome if the SEC continued this momentum here and we hear that there's some sort of pause or things are wrapped up with the Ripple case. So let's be patient. You can see these things are still being worked on and things are progressing. That's a good sign. Hester Peirce is doing a great job. Now, some very good news in transparency from the SEC. So the Crypto Task Force is going to host its first ever roundtable on security status, and they are going to live stream this, guys. So this is really great. It will be on March 21st, and you're going to have industry leaders there. So, guys, I love it. This is amazing. And SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce also announced the full task force staffers who are advising the commission on matters relating to digital assets. I love this transparency. This is what you got to do, man. This is amazing. The government works for us, guys. They use our tax dollars. And we should have had this transparency in place years ago. But shout out to Hester Peirce. You got to give her credit. Crypto Mom doing an amazing job. Now, something that's interesting, the SEC is offering eligible employees $50,000 incentive to resign or retire by April 4th. Wow. So, I tweeted out, will Jorge Tenero, the Gary Gensler brown noser himself, take this offer? Because remember, he got pushed over to the IT department. I think this offer is for those people who are part of the enforcement division that were under Gary Gensler, and they all got moved, dispersed to different parts of the SEC. This could be their way out. So interesting thing how things are changing here, guys. Very bullish overall from the market. I know some of you are going to say, Tony, how are you bullish? Have a macro view. I know the market volatility right now is a bit crazy, but it's all noise from the macro perspective. And if you didn't catch my live stream this morning, go check it out. We covered the charts and much more, guys. Now, quick word from our sponsor, and that is Uphold. Uphold is a great crypto platform I've been using since 2018. They have a ton of cryptocurrencies, over 300 cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, and all the top altcoins. You can also stake on this platform and much more. And guys, they are safe to use and easy to use, and they are fully reserved. They don't commingle or lend out your funds. And you can review their transparency report. And guys, they have a great rewards program where you can earn up to 5.25% on stablecoins. This reward program also allows you to get 24-hour early access to new tokens and exclusive insights. And to participate in the program, you simply have to do the following once per month. Open the app, deposit $50, and trade $50. The stablecoins you can earn the rewards on include Circle's USDC, Ripple's RLUSD, and PayPal's PYUSD. You get 5% on all three of those, and you can get 5.25% on USBC. So a great program. So guys, if you'd like to learn more about Uphold, check out the link in the description. Now, guys, I mentioned this news earlier on a live stream, but I want to rehash it again because it's important. Congressman Tom Emmer, who I've had on the podcast many times, him and Congressman Richie Torres, a Democrat, have launched the Congressional Crypto Caucus. So you love to see the bipartisan support here, guys, and they're going to help to push through crypto legislation and much more. I love it. I'm going to try to get Tom Emmer back on the podcast to talk about this. And tomorrow, guys, there is a big hearing in the Senate, a vote actually to overturn the IRS Defi broker rule. And it's being headed up by Senator Ted Cruz. And Taylor Barr of the Digital Chamber said, as a reminder, only a simple majority is needed to pass CRAs, meaning it's likely to pass. So this is good to get this IRS DeFi broker rule out of here. It is not in line with how crypto works. So very good news. Eleanor Terrett of Fox Business gave a bit more context to this, saying Republican Senator Ted Cruz is hoping to bring the CRA Congressional Review Act to repeal the IRS broker rule to the Senate floor tomorrow. A vote on the motion to proceed is slated for around 11 a.m. Eastern. As per a source, Cruz's team is hoping to move to a final vote on the matter by tomorrow afternoon/evening, but the State of the Union could potentially push it back to later this week. So it's a big week, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on. And the big one is, of course, the White House Crypto Summit coming up on Friday, March 7th. So we'll have to wait and see what the outcome is there. But guys, the setup is beautiful for the bull run to continue. Don't be dismayed by the volatility and the price action. Some people were screaming manipulation today with the complete reversal of the pump we saw yesterday. And it seems like there's a bit of manipulation. But look, the stock market is also selling off. So there's a bit of pressure from the macro overall. But in the macro, as mentioned before, it is just noise. Guys, we're headed to higher highs. Be patient. Pay attention to the data. No, there has been no invalidation of the bull market. Just a whole lot of volatility that we got to stomach. It is what it is. I've seen this many times before. I've been here. This is my third bull market, guys. So I've seen things like this, and remember to check your emotions and look at the data. So guys, that's the news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button. A great way you can support me in the podcast is by subscribing to my free email newsletter. It's on Substack, 100% free. Check out my book on Amazon. It's available in paperback and digital. And also check out my new course at mycryptocourse.com. This is a comprehensive course that covers all aspects of crypto. It's loaded with value. And guys, what makes this course unique, very different from any other course out there, it includes expert commentary. You are going to hear from founders, CEOs, institutional investors, and many others explaining the different aspects of crypto, guys. And you pay a one-time fee for lifetime access. Go at your own pace. Share the login with your friends and family if you want, and learn about all the different aspects of crypto, guys. I talk about market cycles and everything. You can view the full course curriculum on the website to see what's included. And it includes videos, downloadable materials, full text write-ups, and much more. So if you'd like to learn more, go to mycryptocourse.com. The guys, thank you so much for watching and listening. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later.